Greetings, my fellow travelers. Um, Somebody who had been watching one of the videos I posted commented on the fact they would like to see the base that appears briefly in the video. Well, this would be Vlindrell Hall, basement, arrival area, storage, guns, playroom. Yeah, okay, so the playroom has a mini office in it. Bar. Sadly, poster does not render properly. Pool table, mini bowling alley, sitting fireplace arrangement, baccarat and roulette table. The bar has its own storage space, and yes, even a little kitchen for the bar. And if you really, really want to, you can come down here and refine stuff. And this way, there's a tunnel which leads all the way out the other side of the hill with two doors. One of them is actually a wall. Nobody can move it except me. More refiners and power. We'll come back to you in a moment. Spare ball for the bowling alley. And in case you're wondering, it's a couple of those wall panels, golden color, and those are basically these guys. All right. I literally, this would be the oldest part, although I've redone this section here. Strangely enough, I had not intended to free place the walls, but the walls were free placed. When the teleporter was above there, I kept falling between the walls. Kind of embarrassing. All right, so these are not refiners, despite the fact it says refiners. They are barbecues. Why? Well, because. All right, so the glyphs are balloon, Medusa, dinosaur, bird, pyramid, whale, boat, balloon, face, shuttle, scarab. The reason why I'm going up is, well, we need a far distance view. That'd be the security office right behind Vlindrell Hall itself. Teleporter jumps to the one you see on the left. The one on the right will jump you to Breeze Home, which is inspired from the building of the same name in Skyrim. Even the arrangement is fairly similar. Right behind the security office, there is a hole in the ground. That is the site of a former copper deposit, and it has, thank God, not recovered. That is Peaceful Home, and slightly higher up, my God, where the hell is it? It may not be rendering. There's another one somewhere over there. I think it's called Small House or Tree House, something to that effect. Now, follow the line of the towers. And again, not rendering properly. There should be a tower right above that hole and a bunch of power generating. All right, so landing area with pad for the roamer, crew quarters for visiting flight crews. That tower over there is the maximum distance from the base computer. The A-frame covers an entrance to a cave with a lot of cobalt and those funny little pyramid objects. behind those trees is another tower indicating the limit. And let's go down. All right, so landing apron. So, previous base items. Oh dear. Well, that's because I'm thinking about if there's any base I can sacrifice to save the one from the Omega expedition. Gonna have to have that. Whoops. Come on. Oh, not save point. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this guy here. Oh, garage. Completely forgot the save point was inside. All right. Yeah, I don't quite understand why the roamer can destroy a rock that's like 50 times its weight, 10 times its size. Yeah, I think it was ID Jut who did a video of the base and commented on the lack of railings, and yes, I'm quite happy with the fact that the railings worked out. There is a second, yes, for reasons I do not understand. I'm going through the parts menu very quickly, and somehow, instead of spawning a railing, I spawned a base computer. And one time I saved a base, uploaded and all that, and proceeded to delete the base computer. It came back. So yeah, Vlindrell Hall itself, the landing pad, Breeze Home up there where there's a save point, the security office, and the 3 biodomes. The towers, the power towers leading to the power generating spot. Over there would be Winterhold settlement with the Winterhold pyramid from Esteban Peral, Raven Rock, Copper Hill, and I'm forgetting one or two things. And I love the fact you put a message ball underneath a structure to leave a name for it, and anytime there's any kind of major update, sorry, message gets erased. Because sadly, the 2 buildings on top of the hill were both inspired by some videos on YouTube, AI generated, I wouldn't say architectural plans, but, sort of the idea, sort of display or showcasing. And the site is defunct, sadly. Probably, maybe not their own videos. They were just repeating somebody else's stuff, which, well, always a problem, right? Okay, I realize I've taken a little bit of a scenic detour on the whole. Let's go check out the crew quarters. Somewhere underneath here is a message ball. Peaceful home. Okay, all right. It survived. A partially covered patio with eating area. Lots of flowers. There's 1 or 2 gaps. Just doing the best I could. Tons and tons of little shrunken lights. Save point, because you have to have a save point. Although, for the purpose of the outdoor patio, it's probably a gaming computer or something. Dining area, big kitchen, formal dining area. All right, so we walk in, TV viewing area, a little bit of storage underneath the staircase. Somebody's got a green thumb. So yeah, that's it's not really a bar. It's meant more like an island. It seems to be still very much the fad. Who needs to go to the grocery store when you can grow your own stuff? These are purely decorative. And it lined up. It lined up real well, I'm so happy to say. And no, sadly, no room past there. Big bathroom. Shower stall. Big shower stall. Okay. Back door. Roamer's right there. This would be a closet space, except, well, there's no such thing as racks in this game, let alone clothes, but you get the drift. And yes, I wish the game would allow you to say, okay, up to this spot right here, just below the darker band, water. But the game really doesn't do water well at all. Apparently they've been working on rivers and streams pretty much ever since the game got launched. And, well, you remember seeing a river or stream? I don't. Now, it could be something so simple as the way the bones of the game engine, by the time they realized it was an issue, it was too late. They hung so much meat off those bones that they couldn't just go in and say, all right, well, we're going to change this and put rivers. No, because it seems that water, the only place you have it is ocean level. So the best you can do is either a pool that's being emptied so it can be cleaned, or the water is really, really crystal clear so you don't see it. All right, having said that, upstairs. Big patio. Not crazy about the railing. I wish there was like a half size of one of these to put on top. And, well, there's the covered patio downstairs. That would be the radar dish just above the security office. Jacuzzi, home office. Yes, the owner of this house does not sleep alone. He's got room for friends. Dresser, alarm clock. No door, but you can look straight down into the pool. I think the idea is to avoid someone being tempted to jump in. I'm sure I have no idea. I'm just the guy who built it. All right, so out we go. Ah, there it is. Oh, a little bit too far. And let me take a wild guess. This time the message ball is not going to render. Now, I think it's called Treehouse, because originally it was meant to be on top of one of the big stumps, but the tree disappeared. I came back after setting up the ground floor, and the tree wasn't there. So it kind of looked silly as all hell, just floating in midair. Well, this would have been the arrangement, but it would have been on top of a tree instead of a foundation. All right. Queen size bed. Storage. Ensuite shower. Ensuite bathroom. And yes, a small little office. That's literally, it's a very small base. Well, it's not a base, it's a building. There's my roamer. And there's Bree's home. God, the animals in this game are dumb. Alright. So the one big difference in the game is from between this and Skyrim is that the foundations are not here. No, there's an actual basement. I could not for the life of me reproduce the fireplace in Skyrim, so this has got to do. And oh, irony of irony, when I was building the building, I for some reason thought that the stone wall / fireplace were here, but no, actually in Skyrim they would be there. So the kitchen is sort of, compared to Skyrim, flipped. But work table, fireplace, big fridge, auto chef when you don't feel like cooking, and hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. You may not feel like cooking like for 6 people all the time. To be honest, I'm not sure if that's a oven, a safe, or a washer dryer type thing. Children's bedrooms, so they don't go scamping up and down the staircase to get something to eat. Downstairs, well, and there's the message ball. And basically I did the farmer's quest out of here. Oh, the grass is not rendering properly. Safety terminal. Yeah, and I got rid of the electrical camouflaging thing because it kept not doing it. The power is free, but there's a few places where you'll still see power cables. Right now the TV's muted, so I'm not hearing the music, but it must be fairly loud. Right, upstairs. Pool table, sitting arrangements for parties. Scientist. Assistant, aspirate, the overseer. Come to think of it, they probably sleep downstairs because they're not sleeping here. This is mine. Oh, mine, my precious. Sorry, wrong movie. Yeah, this is one of those weird things where, for reasons unclear, the game would simply not allow me to put a half wall there. So those are actually short walls instead of, half of one of these. I got frustrated at the point where I almost threw the controller into the wall, if I recall. All right, so yes, it's like the, well, shall we say inspired. It's inspired by the house in Skyrim. One of my favorite houses, actually. Okay, so security office and farm. I'll give you 3 hints as to what's in each biodome, just based on the statues. Yep. So you're high, get killed, venom sacs, and you're heavy, graviton balls. Now the module, the message ball, is beneath the structure. So security office, arrangement, a couple of bunk beds for the security staff, weapons terminal. All right, we're gonna go to the basement of Vlindrell Hall. Hey, you've already seen this part. So, upstairs. entertainment area, kitchen, and I do not know why it does that. No clue at all. At one point, this went about 3 times as deep, and I had 2 large hydroponic trays on each side, 16 deep. Collecting stuff was a nightmare, and when I discovered you could wire glitch plants into the biodome and stack them on top of each other, well, it also, by reducing the amount of excavation, because that is past the copper deposit, there's always a chance that this would fill in. But there is, ironically enough, twice the distance that way is a cave. Short distance that way, downstairs, there's a cave. The hill I'm in is lousy with caves, except none of them are nice and flat, unfortunately. I had the disco machine here for a while, but and dining area, since the kitchen is just around the corner. A little bit unpractical for the delivery of food. Be interesting if you could put it like a dumb waiter or something through the wall. You know, so this guy would be here, and here there'd be something the size of the fan, allowing stuff to go through. I think it's a teleporter ring. It's just close enough that's causing a glow. It's just weird. The only way, of course, to find out is to move the teleporter ring out, and I'd be very unhappy if it didn't resolve the issue. All right. Master bedroom suite with, well, the master bedroom. Little sitting area, TV, fireplace, sculptures, a long walk to the bathroom on cold of night, barefoot, but check out the bath. I mean, we're talking major bath here. Now I'm going to cheat just a little bit. And the funny thing is, I had a staircase from here all the way to security office, and a toxic plant kept spawning underneath it. Ever since I removed the stairs, it does not spawn there anymore. Go figure. All right, and the flight crew, visitors dwelling. This was inspired by a contest on Facebook, which I missed by about a month, which was 4 large floor panels, sorry, 2 large floor panels, 2 small panels, or anything equivalent to that, and no structure above the other structure. So the floor is literally made out of the roof of the garage. To abide by that particular condition. And yeah, let's put on some flashlight, because right now I can't see jack. So, kitchen, you walk into the kitchen, dining area is patio style, and bedroom, one side, very, very small, bathroom on the other, again, very, very small. Now, this is where I quote-unquote broke the rule. Now, I didn't participate in the contest, so I guess it doesn't matter. So 1, 2, 3, 4 small wooden floors. These are roof panels. 1, 2 large floor panels. There you go. So bathroom, again, very, very, very narrow. Kitchen area, so countertop, oven, fridge, trash can. Outdoor dining area. No covering from the elements. Storage, bedroom. Gotta love the view. And that's it. That's Vlindrell Hall base, home of Vlindrell Hall, and Breeze home, peaceful home, small home, or tree house. For life of me, still cannot remember the name of it. And the landing pad is probably the one area that went through the most change. There was a time where it was 3 times as long as this. No landing pads underneath it, but black floor panels to make it look like a runway. And in the side, and it was a little bit further down, a little bit lower. So in the side of the hill, I had dug in garages. And Colossus was like literally parked just off the end here. That's it, folks. That's Vlindrell Hall as she stands today, and I'm happy to say that unlike what's going on the Omega planet, there has not been absolutely insane restoration of the copper deposits, because that would have been a nightmare. I don't know if I can trigger the effect. I think you can see it. Yeah, you can see the copper deposit. So it's a little bit bigger than the copper deposit. This would actually be the area behind bar. But ever since I found out how insanely aggressive the terrain restoration is, in this save I have done no underground building. It's all been above ground, not because I particularly care for above ground, but well, it is what it is, right? And anytime I had to do any kind of digging whatsoever, I was immediately restored to ground afterwards to avoid coming home and finding this place buried. There's been a couple times when rendering was a little bit slow and half of this room was buried in rock. Not happy about that. So glad it hasn't happened. And with those words, game of pool, anyone?